today we are going to be doing this hair. It is time. We are going to be going out of town this weekend, and I'm trying to, like, you know, prep so I don't look so ugly looking. You know, like, girl, you look rough, you need to get this hair done. And I saw this hair dye that I had tried this a few months back, or probably like a year ago. I want to say I tried it and I loved how bright it came out. So we're going to be box dyeing our hair. This is the Garnier Fruit Nude Trees, and this is in the color 535 chocolate caramel, and it is so pretty, guys. I'm going to be using my own developer though. I'm going to be using a 40 just because I want it to be really bright at my roots. And let's see how it goes. Honestly, I'm not a pro, so warning, okay? Anyways, and like my other videos, I'm gonna be talking about something that way you know, we can like have some fun here. I had to ask you guys to ask me questions on my Instagram. If you don't follow me there, I will link it somewhere right here so you can follow me. And also, I'm gonna be talking about a case that I find really intriguing. It's just crazy, so we're gonna be talking about that. This is the hair color that we are going to be using today. Throwing away the developer that comes in the box dye because it's no good. It's not going to do anything to your hair. Use a 30 or a 40 if you have dark hair. I've explained this before in other videos that I'll link down below. But keep the hair color, the conditioner, and the little hair oil that comes with the kit. This will enhance the hair color. And if you read the directions, it tells you how much developer you should use. We got our hair mixture ready right here, so let's go ahead and start. So this case actually takes place in 2016, you guys, in California, and it's recent, you know, it's not so long ago. This girl, her name is Kaylee. She is the main victim in this story. That this dude, his name was Edwin Lara, and he was a security guard for a college in Oregon, and he had been working there. He was 31 and he is married. His wife is a cop, like she had just became a cop. One Saturday night, this man is working and he ends up seeing this lady drunk, or not lady, this girl that attended the college, and she was, you know, shit-faced drunk. I think they said this happened in July or June of 2016. I don't remember the exact date, but I'm super into that chapter's YouTube. That's what it's called. This dude, he is from Ireland and he does videos like really bomb on these type of stories, so I will link his channel down below and his video on, you know, really in-depth and research, so y'all can see it if this case interests you. I'm kind of just like highlighting through it, that way, like I said, we can have some fun while we're doing our hair. And he is working and he sees this chick, and she is this white girl. Her name is Kaylee. She was 23 years old and she was super drunk, and he decided to put her in his little security car, and she got in because she was drunk, which is like makes me so sad. Like, dude, you know, like she was not in her right mind. Like, who would get into just a person you don't know's vehicle? Like, but she was drunk. So the story behind getting into his vehicle, like how did she end up there? It was a bachelorette night for one of her good friends, and she was attending. You know, she was clubbing, she was having fun, she was enjoying, you know, her night, and she had a boyfriend that she lived with. I think she started kind of like wilding out and like wanting her to, you know, do her own thing, and she starts dancing on some dude at this, you know, bar or club that they're at. And remind yourself, this is a college town, so word gets out quick, and they told the boyfriend, and the boyfriend started, you know, talking crap to her, and they got into a big fight. Ends up picking her up from the club and they're fighting. And my first thought when I was like, you know, hearing this story, I'm like, oh my god, boyfriend guilty. You know, a lot of boyfriends are always guilty. But no, this guy was actually like, they're fighting, and it's like 2-3 in the morning, and she's like, screw this, I'm gonna go for a walk. And she's like, dude, no, it's freaking late, you're not gonna go for a walk. And she leaves anyways, which I'm like, why would you let your girlfriend leave? And they say that he struggles with so much guilt because of that. Like, he knew it was late and that she was drunk. I guess he just, you know, he didn't expect danger to be out there. Pero como mi mamá decía, el diablo nunca duerme. Like 20 minutes and she's not back. So he starts messaging her and her phone is dead. Poor girl, the whole time, is already sitting behind some security officer's freaking truck. Back to what's going on with him. He puts her in the vehicle and she asks, you know, to go home, and he tells her no, and he tells you know, he instead tries to like rape her. He gets mad because obviously she's not gonna sleep with him, and he starts strangling her, which is like choking her out, and she passes out, and he thinks he's killed her, so he starts raping her, and he realizes that she's not dead. So then he grabs a rock and smashes her head in, and he sadly kills her after that. He later on went back to the crime scene, like I think the next day, in his own vehicle to dispose of the body, which he put in his shed, like back at his house with his wife. Like, what the freak, you know? So that happened Saturday, and then Sunday comes around and this man goes to church with his wife, and she says that he was acting really weird in church, like just acting like really emotional, and just like, she's like, I knew something was wrong, but I just didn't know what, you know? So then she's like, he went upstairs to take a nap. He comes back down. She's like, he's super upset. Like, he's crying. He's all freaking out. Like, his eyes are all big and being weird. And he tells her that he hurt someone. That he, like, ran someone over. And I'm just like, dude, can you imagine if you were that other person? Like, if you were his wife or your husband comes home and tells you, hey, I accidentally ran someone over. Like, that is so freaking scary, dude. Like, and sad. Oh, my God. And she at first obviously believes him. She's just like, oh my God, like how? And he tells her like, oh, with my cop car, and I freaked out and I just drove off, and her body, like I stashed it. And she's just like, oh my God, like, you know, she's over here believing that this man, like, really it was just an accident, like he's making it seem, when really it was way more than that. So he grabs her work gun and takes off and leaves. She goes to the cops and she tells them that she needs to tell them what her husband just said. So they already had the suspect. They already knew who it was. He's on the run basically, and he knows that the cops are after him and everything. So he decides to kidnap another chick to take hostage, because he thinks if he has someone hostage with him, then he can't die, because he's imagining that he's going to be on the road driving the getaway car and they're going to start shooting up the car and kill him. Which, funny how all killers never want to die, like, but you want to kill people. He pops up to a Ross parking lot, and a girl happened to be working double shifts. I don't know her name, I forgot in the story, so we're just gonna call her like Ross girl. And she walked from her, you know, she got out of work, and this whole time this dude was sitting in the parking lot observing her. And which is like, girls, watch your surroundings. Oh, just pops up on her with a gun and gets in the car. Her car was not locked. Like, oh my God. This dude gets in and demands her to start driving, but her car was like older, so they weren't gonna get too far, and he knew that. So she's crying, and he starts telling her that he just killed some lady. And I think he starts telling her this because he wants to put fear in her, like, hey, I'm not afraid to do this to you too. We drive for a little while, and what's freaking weird about this is this dude tells her to go on her Facebook Live, and so he can go on there and let people know that she's safe, that she's gonna come back home, that he's not gonna hurt her, that he's not a bad guy, that it was just an accident, he's on the run and he's just scared. It's like, dude, what the heck? So she's just driving and she's trying to be calm, and like he's saying like, don't worry guys, she's gonna be fine. Back to a hotel that night, and they made their first stop, and that girl was so scared. Like, who wouldn't be? Like, dude, you're kidnapped by this man, he's gonna want to freaking probably rape you. I love how her mind was thinking, like she was on protective mode, you can say, and her alarm went off on her phone, and it was kind of late, and she had a feeling that he was gonna want to, you know, rape her soon. and he got freaked out and he's like, why is there an alarm going off on your phone? And she's like, oh, she thought so quick and she said, that alarm is because I need to take an STD pill because I have a nasty STD, and it's super contagious, and since I'm not home I can't take the pill. And he got so grossed out because he was like such a clean religious man, he did not want to sleep with her, so that saved her. So save that one in the books, ladies, for God forbid anything ever happened to one of us, you know. So now we're just gonna pick our hair up now that it's been massaged through everywhere. Oh my god. And then I'm gonna clean myself up because this hair stuff freaking beat us. Anyways, they start driving off and he keeps feeling like the cops know exactly where he's at, even though they don't really know where he's at. They're trying to find out, but they don't really know. And he ends up calling himself in on a 911 call because he was so afraid they were gonna start shooting him. And the 911 lady, she ends up getting him to like pull over, and it was so sad. They arrested the girl he kidnapped as well because they thought she was like in on it, like a getaway girlfriend type of deal, like Bonnie and Clyde. But she was like, no dude, like she was arrested, and I feel so bad for that girl. Like everything she went through, I'm sure it was freaking scary. Ooh, and then guys, I'm snacking on, this doesn't look that appealing right now, but these are my watermelon straws from my website that I do candies, enchiladas, and chamoy. If you have not tried them, guys, order down below. I will put my shop down below. If you are local in Houston, I also do food on the weekends, and it's been going so awesome, you guys. I'm so happy about it. So if you haven't tried my candy out, support your girl. Shop down below. It means so much to me, you guys. And also follow me on all my social medias. It means a lot. That way, if you are from my YouTube fam, make sure you comment on one of my pictures letting me know. That way I know that you are there, and it means a lot to me whenever I can like connect comments to faces. So anyways, guys, this dude, like I said, he's freaking out thinking these cops are after him. So they get him to stop. Oh, let me start on my nails. Do you see the way my mind thinks? Literally everywhere. So this dude, and I'm using this I'm using this little, what is it called, nail file I got from Sally's a while back, and I'm just kind of like shaping my nails. They're plain right now, which is fine with me. I've had them natural for a while, but I want to paint them maybe black or really dark red. Telling them like, oh, I have somebody, but it was an accident, and then I kidnapped somebody else because I was afraid y'all were gonna like kill me and shoot me. And oh, and then I totally forgot to mention that that night at a hotel, because the girl's car was so old that he kidnapped, he knew that he needed a new car. So at the hotel, he ended up robbing another man for his vehicle and shot him in the stomach. So the girl saw all this, and she of course is thinking this dude's gonna freaking kill me if I don't do what he says. So I can't, like I said, imagine all the trauma that poor girl, kidnapping, avoiding rape, seeing someone get shot, and then being arrested because the cops think you're in on it. Like, oh my god, poor girl. Anyways, so My mind goes everywhere, guys. All an accident, that he didn't mean to do any of the stuff that's like happening right now. And the lady's like, yeah, I totally understand, like it's an accident, it happens. Like she was just trying to tell him whatever so he would stop, and he ends up stopping. And the wife, he ends up getting arrested and everything, and the wife is still talking to him on the phone, pretending like, oh yeah babe, like, you know, I can't believe this is happening to you, like I'm gonna get a lawyer, don't worry, like don't talk. Like what the heck, girl? No, if my husband killed somebody, I'd be freaking out. Come on. So yeah, and he ends up getting arrested and going to jail, and it was just so freaking crazy. Like, you know how whenever you can address the court or whatever, when you can address the court, and when he addressed the court, it was so weird. Like he just started like praying and like asking God to like forgive them, and it was just freaking weird. Like, dude, you need help, you're not stable. And that's exactly what they found out with, you know, seeing everything that this man was doing. They found out that he was like really into serial killers and like kind of like idolizing them. And then he started saying that it was something that he's always struggled with his whole life, like the desire of wanting to kill somebody. Like, bruh. Yeah, that's freaking weird. It was just such a crazy, weird case, just hearing everything that this dude was doing and how he legit thought that, you know, he was an innocent man. Like, dude, like, you didn't try raping that girl, or like you did rape her and then you know, you killed her. Like, so yeah, I'm glad he was caught, and that the wife eventually, you know, stood against him and said, hey, my husband said this and I know there's a girl missing. So thank God for her, because she saved this girl's life. We are going to be going out of town, you guys. I'm so excited. We are going camping. We're going to be leaving soon, and it's our first vacay in a while. And I know with COVID, like, it's so hard to do anything like travel related or just like go out, and we literally have not been going anywhere, not even like out with friends or anything, just because I've been so afraid. But going camping, like, you're still secluded from everyone, and I really like that. So we're still gonna have fun, but be safe. I'm definitely gonna be vlogging if you are. Let me get out of the sun real quick. Well, before. The color looks awesome, as you can see, especially on the lower sections that I've dyed many times. Like, it's super pretty and bright. I feel like this color from Garnier is like a little bit more red and more in your face than the other colors, especially out in the sun. It's just like a little bit brighter. If you want a little bit deeper chocolate, then definitely use the 5R from Ion. I feel like that one's just a little deeper than this one. This Garnier one is like brighter. I love it though. I think this is the color I'm gonna start dyeing it now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below. That way I will start sharing more hair videos with you guys. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Bye.